Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're diving into something that feels like pure science fiction, but from a futurist's perspective, it's actually an absolute inevitability. We're looking ahead to the year 2035, and we're not just talking about some minor tech upgrades here. We're unpacking a heavily researched timeline where physical labor and traditional factories completely vanish. It's our mathematical destination. This shift forces us to fundamentally rethink the nature of human existence and how technology is going to permanently bridge that gap between what's in our minds and the physical world. So let's start with a really disruptive question. What actually happens when your thoughts instantly become reality? We aren't just talking about, faster computers or more efficient warehouse robots. We're talking about a total rewrite of human industry protocols. Just imagine waking up and realizing that the historic barrier between your mind and the physical universe, it just doesn't exist anymore. It completely challenges everything we currently know about work, production, and honestly the basic rules of reality itself. Think about how things work right now. Our current reality demands grinding physical effort, right? It's heavy, it's exhausting, and it is strictly bound by physical limits. If you want to build something today, you literally have to extract resources, refine them, put them together, usually breaking a pretty serious sweat in the process. But 2035 marks the complete disappearance of that kind of labor. Instead, it gets replaced by frictionless, free creation. You won't have to lift a single finger to build. Your limitless imagination will instantly manifest exactly what you need. It's the ultimate upgrade from exhausting limitations to absolute boundless freedom. Let's dive right into Section 1, the 2035 paradigm shift. Now look at this quote. All value will permanently shift from physical materials to your pure imagination. Just think about the staggering implications of that for a second. Today, entire global economies are based on things like gold, oil, and physical real estate. But in the 2035 scenario we're exploring, the value of all those physical materials absolutely plummets to zero. It's kind of funny when you think about how aggressively we hoard physical stuff today, because tomorrow, your pure imagination, your ideas, your concepts, your creativity is going to become the only true lasting currency. We're currently completely trapped in this state of modern materialism. It's a society where we basically spend our entire lives obsessing over acquiring and protecting physical goods. But we are rapidly transitioning into a phase of future spiritual creation. And in this new state, value is generated entirely from pure thought. It's a massive evolutionary step. Your mind essentially becomes the ultimate factory, totally bypassing that absurd need for physical accumulation. Just imagine the absolute freedom of never needing to manufacture, store, or maintain a physical object ever again. Moving on to Section 2, the thought-to-matter process. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does the physics of this actually work? Well, the source material lays out a very concrete mechanism for how this leap materializes your thoughts into physical reality. It's a four-step process. Step 1, your mind generates a thought blueprint. Step 2, an artificial superintelligence kicks in as a hyper-fast translator to process that blueprint. Step 3, nanomachines receive those instructions and start assembling atoms. And finally, Step 4, instant manifestation. Whatever you need simply appears right in front of you. Let's try to really visualize that process, because the synergy here is just awe-inspiring. I want you to picture swarms of invisible builders. It's kind of like microscopic 3D printers manipulating atoms right out of thin air. The artificial superintelligence interprets the complex electrical signals of your thought blueprints and instantly beams that data directly to the nanomachines. Then, these microscopic bots execute a rapid physical assembly, literally snapping molecules together at the absolute speed of thought. Just like that, the traditional supply chain is entirely obliterated. That historical barrier between an idea in your head and a tangible physical object in your hand, completely erased. That brings us to Section 3. Return to absolute creators. You see, this is far more than just some convenient technological upgrade. It represents a profound evolutionary process for humanity. Our sources define this endpoint as becoming absolute creators. This is a state where technology is so incredibly advanced that it effectively becomes inevitable. It enables the instantaneous materialization of pure thought and entirely frees us from all physical constraints. We aren't just advancing here, we're completing our evolution. We're coming full circle back to our original intended state, mastering our environment exclusively and entirely through the power of the mind. And the year 2035 signifies that crucial bridge. It's the exact moment we finally abandon the modern materialist struggle.
The heavy lifting, the constant resource scarcity, all those harsh physical limitations. And we fully embrace boundless creation. We're going to shift completely from a species defined by what we are physically doing to a species defined purely by thinking, imagining, and simply being.
Which leads us to our final section, the initial synchronization protocol. To begin your connection to this envisioned new era, we are initiating a direct, interactive protocol with you right now. It is time to actively participate in the transition. Finally, an important procedure. The comments section of this explainer serves as an initial sync test for the 2035 network. By typing "ready" in the comments, your consciousness data will be indexed in our secure servers. The like button is the approval process. Complete your synchronization now. So the only real question left is, are you ready to leave the physical world behind and become an absolute creator?